In cooking, a lot of skills don't click overnight. It's not just about knowing what to do. It's about doing it over and over until your hands know how to do it without you even thinking. That's why chefs practice knife cuts, sauces, or even plating the same dish again and again. It might feel repetitive, but those little details add up. Speed, confidence, and consistency in the kitchen all come down to one thing: practice. Okay, so why are you even here? What even is this video? This video is about tournage, potato tournage specifically. Tournage is just one of those knife skills that chefs are expected to know, but not even know per se. Chefs are expected to do this well. And while I've learned this in school, done it for a few dishes, it's kind of been one of those things that I've presented and then moved on to the next skill. I haven't really had a time where I've really buckled down, grinded out this skill, and tried to make it better. And so that's what this video is. 5 days, 25 pounds of potatoes, and me getting hopefully a whole lot better at potato tourning. So, tourning. Anyway, tourning is a French knife skill that takes a lot of practice. You start with potatoes, you wash them, peel them, trim them, and then you can start tourning. It's basically shaving them down with a knife until you get 7-sided footballs. And while I've done this in school before, I wanted to review some videos on how to do this. And one thing that one of the videos said is start with one pass, get just the general shape of it, and then after that, go back and then make the lines brilliant. I haven't really done it like that before. I've kind of just gone one pass and tried to get it done, and it's been good enough, but I think I'm going to try to keep in mind this 2-pass method. Day one is all about getting my footing figured out, playing around with a few different things and not being too hard on myself. And while it may seem that shaving a potato into a 7-sided football is really easy, it's not that easy. By the end of day one, these definitely looked like torn potatoes, but they kind of each looked like they were done by a completely different person. At the start, they were big and ragged, but by the end, even though they got a lot smoother, they also became tiny. Honestly, I think I learned a lot from day one. To start off, I think I was holding my knife way too tight, so once I kind of loosened up a bit, I think the potatoes also got a lot smoother. I also tried to follow what the video said by doing one pass first for the shape, and then doing a second pass to make the shape, brilliant. And I think that was overall better than what I've done in the past. Looking back on day 2, I actually feel like I made a lot of progress here. My goal was to be more consistent in size, and I definitely think I achieved that. Symmetry though, still off. Way off. Both in the side to side direction, but also the front back direction. So I think going into day 3, my goal is going to be keeping the size consistent, but then also improving that symmetry. Day 3 really humbled me. Day 3 reminded me that even if you see a lot of progress from day 1 to day 2, it doesn't mean you should expect it from day 2 to day 3. Even though I struggled a lot on day 3, I still think keeping the size consistent was a lot easier, but symmetry, still off. Overall, I think the reason why day 3 kind of didn't go well is because I wasn't really focused enough the entire way through. I was focused at the beginning, I was focused at the end, but there was this huge portion in the middle where I kind of just lost focus. So I think going into day 4, my main goal will be to just really dial in and stay focused the entire time. I think I managed to keep my focus pretty high this day. And I think also the mechanism when I'm doing turning is to turn with my right hand from one point all the way to the front, which is where my left thumb should be sitting. And I think what I didn't realize I was doing in the first 3 days is I was kind of holding the potato with my left hand on the sides instead of along the length of it. I don't think I really had a grounding point for my turning, and because of that, it became really difficult to have symmetry. On day 4, I really focused on keeping my left thumb at that point and turning my knife in my right hand towards it. And I think that, paired with the better focus of the day overall, made day 4 a really good day. Going into my last day, I'd like to see it all come together a bit more. More consistency in shape, less waste on each potato, a smoother final product, and overall just better turning technique. Honestly, this is one of my first times doing one of these practice challenges, so I think part of me was still partially hoping that I get the massive epic glow up, become legendary at turning, that by day 5, my potatoes would be perfect. I'd be super fast, efficient, minimal waste, etc, etc, etc. But reality is a bit different from that, and these potatoes are not perfect. Still, I think I made a lot of progress on day 5, and overall this was the most consistent day that I had. But it's true, perfecting this cut is not going to take just 5 days, and it's not just going to take 25 pounds of potatoes. But at the very least, I've made some real, noticeable progress. When I started this, I thought I'd be practicing a very specific knife skill. Tourning, on a very specific thing. potatoes. But I learned that this is not a fundamental knife skill just because it shows that you know what a 7-sided football looks like. It's a fundamental knife skill because it shows consistency, precision, knife control, all good traits that you expect in your cooks and chefs. And so at the end of these 5 days, even though these potatoes aren't perfect yet, I am actually kind of happy with the progress I've made. I'm gonna try to do more of these practice videos, maybe on some flatfish, some citrus, pastry specifics. So join me next time as I focus on another skill and try to keep improving. Thank you. Peace.